Yo, what's going on YouTube? Kronos here and welcome back to the PSO2 video. So today's video we're actually going to be going over some of the most recent announced bugs as well as bug fixes that recently popped up after the most recent maintenance that we had over here on PS2 NGS. But really quick guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Krono. I do content over here on YouTube daily. Would much appreciate it to subscribe if you want to keep up with the content we have coming up, as we are climbing pretty close to that we're coming to the 6K mark. We just beat the 5K mark and almost jumped right up to 6K, which is absolutely insane. Moving towards that 10K goal by the end of the year. It's kind of far, but I feel like we can do it. But let's go ahead and just jump into this, because there's a lot to go over here, a lot to unpack, and I wanted to get to everything possible. So let's jump into this. So over on the NGS website, they did hit us with quite a bit of information, some new stuff. First off, again, whoever designs this site, please give me a dark mode. This is so bright. Oh, and it hurts my eyes. But anyway, so we had maintenance on June 15th at 7 p.m. PDT, and servers came back up on June 16th, 2 a.m. PDT. So some of the things, just details about the maintenance itself, shows the validity period of so due to the scheduled maintenance, the the words are hard. Long story short, they extended premium sets, extended storage, material storage, personal shop usage, as well as PSO2's personal quarters usage and max order received limit. Basically, anything that has a timer on it, they extended the timer on it, which is pretty dope. Characters that completed alliance or application for ship transfer during scheduled maintenance before start on okay, so yep, they're just going through what they did during this maintenance itself. So they extended the timer on a bunch of things, which they also did last time apparently too, which is kind of crazy. They also completed ship transfers and all of that good stuff, but that's not really here for. They also mentioned they did do some item distribution stuff for just kind of apologies. So apology for server load, apology for the emergency maintenance, as well as an apology for extended of regular maintenance. So we basically had 100 escape dolls. I'm sorry, 100 escape dolls. Wow, that'd be kind of crazy. 100 SG. Some rare drop rate, a few Enscape dolls that we didn't have beforehand. So, I mean, the SG is kind of like the only part of this that matters. Basically, we got 2 free pulls on the SG scratch and RDR. So, pretty decent, not too terribly bad. Pretty excited about that. One thing to note, if you guys aren't aware of how you actually find these, they're in game underneath the options item or options section. If you go over to system, you'll be able to find it. It's listed there. Anyway, specification changes. So they just removed the button for the Reaker devices for gather party members because there's a bug that's associated with it that they just made it so it's disabled. Then people are apparently seeing it here. They're still clicking on it. They're still reporting as, oh, we can't use this. They removed the button now. Just doesn't do anything. It's totally grayed out. So. But here comes the fun part. We're going to be going over all of the bug fixes that they addressed during this. So address game lag during peak hours. I just finished a stream for about 5 hours when we played during peak hours. And yes, this has definitely been addressed. There maybe was like 1 or 2 individual moments where we lagged for maybe like half a second. And that was about it. Addressed a bug that sometimes caused Enmaseta to decrease when class level rises or when teleporting, moving to different areas. Apparently this happened primarily whenever you would sell items from your inventory while you were out in the world and then teleport afterwards. This has been addressed, no longer happens. So super cool that's no longer a problem. The game lagging with certain attack animations, the boss enemy the Petis Vera. So the boss or the EQ boss up towards the north in North Ileo, his lasers would pop up and you basically would drop to like 3 FPS. It was terrible. That no longer happens, though he has a whole different bug that's happening with him right now, where some people he's not loading for, and then we had one urgent quest where he just didn't move at all. We just beat on him to death. It was pretty terrible. But I mean, hey, free real estate. The Tekker class skill wand lovers having a longer than normal effect duration under certain conditions. I never experienced this. I still haven't gotten around to finishing leveling Tekker. I just started leveling it today, and I was playing it with Talus, so never saw this happening. So interested to hear what you guys have to say, like what was happening here, what the actual conditions were, and what was going on with that. Players being able to perform sidesteps quicker at the end of sword weapon action. So basically you're able to cancel with a sidestep really, really quickly when you shouldn't have been able to as quickly. Fixing a game bug where gathering items did not reappear correctly. So this is cool. This apparently it was a bug. People obviously it was a bug. People were reporting not seeing anything respawn for days. Well, apparently this has been fixed, so super cool. Hopefully they offer something to all the people who didn't get a chance to mine stuff. That's kind of, bad, but We know it's fixed now at the very least, right? Limited time login bonus day 1 reward reappearing as the next day reward when day 7 reward is claimed. Basically, it was looping, and they fixed it. The ongoing NGS launch celebration login bonuses part 1 provides limited time bonus or login bonuses until day 7. Basically, they're just saying it's only supposed to go to day 7 and that's it, not loop back around to day 1. The next mark reappearing on day 1 icon when the day 7 login bonus is claimed. Again, same thing. Error messages appearing and augments not being able to be added when enhancement aids are used with affixing augments. Basically, whenever you were augmenting something, if you use enhancement aid to push it up even higher, like closer to 100, you would just error out and it wouldn't work. Since this bug was detected by the update on Wednesday, June 9th, the use of enhancement aids with affixing augments was temporarily suspended in the scheduled maintenance. With this bug fix, players will be able to use enhancement aids with affixing augments after the scheduled maintenance on Wednesday, June 16th. So it looks like it's been disabled for right now. And wait, no, hang on. It was disabled on the 9th. But actually, I'm not sure what they're trying to say with this. Was it disabled earlier on and they re-enabled it after the maintenance recently? Maybe that's what they're talking about. An exchange augment capsule confirmation message saying displayed, the exchange augmentation capsule confirmation message saying displayed and the game forcibly shutting down if a quest such as a cocoon accepted while the message was being displayed. Apparently, I guess if you accepted a cocoon quest message while that is a very specific situation, but again, apparently it would shut the game down, which is weird, but I don't know why you'd be in this specific situation in the first place, so that's kind of strange. The item recycle confirmation message saying staying displayed. Oh, okay. The item recycle confirmation message staying displayed and the game not responding if a quest such as a cocoon is accepted while the message is being displayed. Okay, these are just confirmation messages staying displayed on the screen or forcibly shutting down the game if you accepted a cocoon at the same time. Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. Might help if I could actually read. Players occasionally not being able to log in from the select character screen after selecting return decidal screen, the main menu's logout option. That's a bit weird. I think someone actually mentioned that in my stream. I just told them log out and log back in, like close the game. Not being able to set one. Okay, so this one, they cross this out, but not being able to set one weapon camo to multiple weapon categories. If you had a weapon camo that worked for multiple weapon categories, basically what would happen is it would unequip it for the other weapon categories whenever you try to use it. They crossed it out because it hasn't been fixed. They now know about it and they're working on it. Updated 10.16, 7.8. Yeah, exactly. This is when they updated it and they crossed that out. So fixed a bug that sometimes caused multiple tickets for the same item motion to accidentally be used. So basically, if you did a scratch and you got multiple of the same motion items or the motion tickets, you could use them at the same time. It would use all of them instead of just using one, which you don't need to use multiple. So that was a problem, and they got that taken care of. We're planning compensation for this issue. The details will be announced at a later date. Okay, that's pretty cool. Address a bug that prevents the main task or advice from Julian 2 from being completed. Okay, apparently there was a bug with that quest. I didn't run into that problem, but we'll have to see. Fixed a bug that prevents players from being purchased and withdrawing items from the... Oh, okay, yeah, they fixed the personal shop bug. That's pretty cool. The Xbox Live join game feature... Oh, let's see. The Xbox Live join game feature not working correctly for Xbox One and Xbox or Windows 10 versions. I don't know anyone who used it on Windows, but I guess on Xbox it makes sense. Being unable to join a party when players in PSO2 blocks use invite to game feature on Xbox One and Windows 10 versions. Again, not sure who uses that on Windows, but on Xbox, again, understandable. Bug fixes for PSO2 NGS and PSO2. Fixed the bug regarding the loss of AC or SG that the player was in possession of for over a year. We have restored the lost AC or SG to players who were affected by this bug. If you were holding on to AC or SG for over a year, there was a bug that caused you to lose it, and it looks like they gave it back to you, so thank God. Bug fixes for PSO2. Some player voices were not playing correctly in PSO2. Understood. And then these are just confirmed bugs. So these are things they know about, they're currently working on. A leveling quest on June 17th, Thursday, is not appearing in PSO2 apparently. So tomorrow's leveling quest isn't going to be there at the time I'm recording this video. Weird. It's weird that that's a confirmed bug. They know something that is going to happen in the future. When players attempt to transfer to PSO2 NGS blocks from the universal ship on PSO2, error number 642 occurs, and they will not be able to transfer blocks. Okay, so don't transfer to NGS from the universal ship. Makes sense to me. Players are unable to accept practice quests in PSO2. Huh. That's a weird bug, but all right. Challenge blocks in individual PSO2 ships are loading as standard blocks. Please accept challenge quests from the universal ship. Challenge blocks are loading as standard blocks. That's a bit weird. But I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. I want to actually go find out. So I'll probably log in and take a look at that. So please accept challenge quests from the universal ship for right now. Players are unable to receive campaign items in PSO2. Oh, actually, I just thought about that. Wait. Rerun. So if you can't do challenge mode on your current ship, that means it's a possibility you could lose out on star gems if you do challenge mode every week for star gems. That's kind of rough. Players are unable to receive campaign items in NGS blocks if they include PSO2 items. Please receive campaign items in PSO2 blocks until this bug is fixed. I actually experienced this myself. Basically, if you go to try to receive anything from a campaign that's based on on PSO2 Classic, you can't receive the item if you're in NGS. You need to log into the base PSO2 version or PS2 Classic to be able to receive those items. And if you guys made all of the end of this video, there's one last bug that is being worked on that hurts my soul. The first half of Double Saber's Photon Art, Julian Dance, has a higher potency. We've detected a bug with Double Saber Photon Art's Julian Dance, in which the first half has a higher potency. We are currently working to fix this. After this bug is fixed, the potency will be adjusted as follows. The potency of the first half of Double Saber Photon Art's Julian Dance will be reduced. The potency of this photon art will decrease after this fix, but the potency of the second half will not change. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. If you're curious as to why I sound so sad, what this basically means is they're just going to nerf the first half of this PA. Apparently, it was bugged. It's doing too much damage. They have to fix and change that. It was not intended to do that much damage, but instead of rebalancing the PA, so that way the damage is on the later half of the PA itself, making it, more useful to use the skip arts version of it, which would make sense to all of us, especially in the case of it looking like Illusion Ray from base PSO2. They're just opting to go ahead and just cut the damage. So that is going to suck for fighter mains. Now, granted, it's early on in the game. It doesn't really matter that much how much damage that you're really losing overall. But it does suck from an optimization standpoint. They're opting to just cut this down, and they're treating it as a bug. That this is a bug, that it wasn't supposed to be this strong, but it just sounds like it was. It sounds like to me that it was just a nerf. Like, that just sounds like it's a nerf. It doesn't feel like they're fixing anything. It just sounds like it's being, cut back, which is a little sad. I would hope they would do this a little bit differently, but there it is. Julian Dance is being nerfed. Unfortunately, I was going to do a video about this, showing off a bunch of stuff, thinking that maybe we would have made it about a month or so before they would decide to make any balance changes. However, this is a bug, not a balance change, so they're cutting it really quickly and cutting me real deep right now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to comment on the End Gang. And don't forget to comment that you're a part of the End Gang. Wow. I guess it's been a long day, so it's starting to weigh on me a bit. But as always, guys, a like on the video is much appreciated. It absolves you of half your ad block guilt. The other half is absolved by subscribing. Both are completely free and they do help me out a ton. If you want to keep up with the content as it goes live, make sure to click on the bell icon to be notified of videos as they go up, as well as community posts, or join us over on Discord or follow me over on Twitter for notifications via those two avenues. Again, End Gang, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out.